Earlier this year, a safety inspector walked onto a job site in Toronto and asked one simple question: why this opening had been still here? Nobody could answer him, not the workers, not the supervisor, not even the site manager. At 7 a.m., the perimeter had been fully protected, like this. Later, a crew needed the access for the crane, and then another section was opened just for 2 minutes. By the afternoon, the perimeter condition had been changed so many times, and nobody on the site was completely sure what one is still open and what one was supposed to be closed already. That's the dangerous part. Nothing actually failed, no broken steel, no collapsed barrier. The system was doing exactly like what it was designed to do, and that's the problem. Inspector noticed something else. A worker carrying materials almost walked towards that opening because he thought the perimeter was protected, and someone stopped him before he reached that edge. And that's when the entire site realized actually no one knew the real perimeter condition anymore. This system is never designed to control the temporary access. It is designed based on one assumption. Worker would restore the perimeter correctly afterwards every time. But the real projector site don't work like that. Look at this section. It looks exactly like the part of the perimeter. But watch this. "10 minutes. The edge is open now. No warning, no vision distinction. The worker next to it will never knew this area actually is dangerous. And you look from the distance, it is still part of the perimeter. And this is the real problem. Imagine that 5 different crews all doing this throughout the day. Different openings, different temporary decisions, and different assumptions. And eventually, nobody knew the real perimeter condition anymore. And the inspection becomes heavily dependent to the memory. But remember, memory is never a safety system. That's kept bothering me after I left that project site. So after I got back, I was thinking, is there any solution for this? And suddenly I realized that the loading bay gate is the solution. So look, this is a predefined loading bay gate. This section is intentionally different. The opening area is predefined. The access point is visible from distance. And when loading is finished, the gate closes immediately back into the barrier line. Now the perimeter condition is obvious, not depend on the memory. That's the difference. One system creates temporary improvisation. The other creates controlled access, because good edge protection is not just about the barrier strength, it's about the controlling behavior on site. And here's the part most sites don't think about it. After an accident, investigators don't ask whether the opening was temporary. They ask who authorized it, who checked it, who confirmed it was closed afterwards. And when nobody can answer those questions, that's when a temporary opening becomes a 1.5 million fine. In Canada, that's the maximum corporate penalty per conviction under the OSHA. In the UK, it's unlimited under the CMA. And the site managers, personal liability, possible imprisonment, because when somebody falls through the opening, nobody on site will be talking about temporary access anymore. They will be explaining to a judge why an exposed edge stayed open long enough for somebody to die. The worst part is a personal criminal charge. That's why predefined loading access matters. Not because it looks cleaner, because controlled access is easier to inspect, harder to provides, and much harder to forget. If you want the loading bay gate specifications and test reports, DM me.